Welcome back viewers, hope you are doing great. In this video we are going to check about polymorphism. Python provides different ways to implement polymorphism. So poly means different and morph means forms. So polymorphism is the ability to take different forms. The real world example for polymorphism is chameleon. So chameleon is a popular type of lizard and it has the ability to change its color based on its mold. So this also allows the lizard to blend into the surroundings for safety. So it's the same lizard but based on the situation it can change the color, or based on the environment it can change its color. One another real world example of polymorphism is human character, right? So we behave differently when we are in office versus when we are in home or we are with the friends. So humans are as well polymorphic. Let's go deeper into polymorphism. Stay tuned. Here is a simple program to demonstrate polymorphism in Python. So if you can see the screen, from line number 1 to 4, I am assigning value 1 to A, 2 to B, and I am adding A plus B, and I am assigning it to C, and I am printing the value of C. And in line number 6 through 9, I am assigning the string hi to A and there to B, and I am adding, or in Python since concatenating both the strings, and I am assigning it to the value C and I am printing the value C. So when I run the program, I can get the print statement from line number C displayed as 3, and then the print statement from line number 9 displayed as high there. The values A and B are going to be different and the operation is going to be same, C equal to A and B, but based on what values are passed for A and B, the operation differs. If the value of A and B is integer, then the plus sign indicates that it is a numeric addition, but when the value of A and B is going to be string, then the plus sign indicates that it is going to be a string concat operation. So this is one simple example of polymorphism in Python. Polymorphism in Python can be achieved through overriding and overloading. In this video, we can see how to implement polymorphism with the concept of overriding. Say for example, if we have a class A and within class A we have a method by name method A, and we have a class B which is going to inherit class A. So class B is child of class A, and within class B there is another method, but the method is having the same name as method A. So method A is present in both class A and class B. So in this case the method A in the child class is overriding the method A in the parent class, and in such a situation calling the method execute the specific method in the corresponding class based on where the object is created. So let's see this with an example. Here I am creating a class by name automobile, and within the class there is a variable or attribute, it is color, and I am assigning it a value blue. Next I am creating one another class by name car, and this car class inherits automobile, and there is the same variable called color in the car class as well, and I am assigning it a value red. So the color variable in the car class has overridden the color variable in the automobile class. Now in line number 7, I am creating an object by name Toyota, and then I am assigning it to the car class. So Toyota is the instance of a car class, and when I print Toyota.color, I would be able to get the output as red, as you can see, and this comes from the car class. But when I just in in line number 5, when I just replace the color equal to red with pass, then the car class does not do anything. So when I just execute the print statement again, Now the color statement comes from the automobile class, and the display, and it is displayed as blue. So this concept is called variable overriding. In order to demonstrate method overriding, I am just defining a method by name vehicle type as part of automobile class, and as part of the method vehicle type I am just returning the value sedan, and then I am defining the same method vehicle type in the car class as well in line number 8, and as part of this method I am returning the value saloon. So here the vehicle type in car class, that is the method in car class, has overridden the method in the automobile class because they are of same names. So in line number 15 I am creating an instance of car class and assigning it to Tesla equal to car, and then I am printing Tesla.vehicle type, which is going to be the method within the car class. So in order to make the print statement work, what I have missed is, as part of the method definition, I should code self in the argument. I am just doing that now. And once it is done, when I just run the statement or when I just run the program, you can see the values blue and saloon. As usual, the value blue comes from print statement in line number 12, and it is belonging to the class automobile, and the value saloon comes from method vehicle type in the car class. So this is called method overriding, and when I wanted to refer the method in the automobile class, then I'll have to declare another object and then assign it to automobile class and then print that method from the automobile class. So basically here I am just declaring one another object car11, and I'm assigning it to the automobile class, and in line number 19 I am just printing car11.vehicle type. So when I run this code, you can see the additional line sedan, and this comes from the method in the automobile class. So this is the example of method overriding. What I will do is I'll just include more comments, and then I will upload this simple piece of code into GitHub. Refer this link in the description of the channel so that you can just use it if needed. I hope you like this channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.